Okay, hello, hi. This is my, what do you call it? My Spanish notebook from last year. It's a 3-subject notebook. Okay, here's the first subject, is temas, so the themes of the class. The first one was desafíos mundiales, so you have cultural comparisons. You have to write a whole page, and it's each of those activities in the book. 9 pages total for this first one. So here's the first one. So this is activity number 1. And then, oh, here it is. The second one, the second cultural comparison, but it was activity 10 in the packet that he gave us. So this whole paragraph here is about Spain. No. This whole paragraph is about Spain, and then this is the United States, and then I think this is my comparison. You should do the Spain first, or the Spanish-speaking community first, and then the English-speaking community after that. So this is number 3, again 1 page. 4, number 4, again 1 page. 5, again 1 page. So, as you can see, this is quite miserable. You have to turn, so this was Desafíos Mundiales. You have to turn all 9 of these cultural comparisons in before the first essay was due. So, if you look at the date I wrote these on, October 6th. I wrote all of these on October 6th. I bet that the due date for all of these was October 7th. So that's when we had our first essay for Desafíos Mundiales. Okay, so the next section was, next unit was Ciencia. So again, I basically did 2 paragraphs, 1 page. That's it. So then Identidades. Sometimes what you'll have you do is you'll have your cultural comparisons, but then you'll also have to do like something that he assigns from this. This is from a book that he made us read, or a story he made us read. Again, that's from another article he made us read, and so he made us answer those in our notebook. Some free writing stuff. I don't know. This is from a website, so he put this on Edmodo. He put a post on Edmodo with the link, and he just told us to write a page about something. He gave an assignment for that. But mainly, this first section is all about cultural comparisons. Vida contemporánea, and that's that. So that was this is, if you procrastinate, this is the thing that sucks. Okay, so then the second section is sort of a grab bag, and I'm not too sure. It's called Culture. It's the Culture section of your notebook. So here he just puts a random assignment on Edmodo. He tells you to answer it in the second section. This is what you do. You answer it. Wait. Oh yeah, this was a podcast you made us listen to. Then if we do class presentations in class, we usually take notes. So each of these were a group of people who talked. Yeah, so each of these were people in our class. I don't understand that. So yeah, so we did that. Now this whole 6 paragraphs thing goes in the culture section. 6 párrafos de just some sort of culture, of some sort of cultural product. So these are for my first one. I did holidays from Spain. So this was Noche de San Juan, Las Sevillanas, Tomatina, San Fermines, Semana Santa, Corpus Christi. So these are 6 paragraphs. I had a source, and so those are 6. So it's like, it could be foods, it could be dances, it could be festivals, it could be anything cultural from those classes. So then I think this was so that you do 1 6 paragraph of extension per unit. So this was the November, I don't know which one that was in, but then see, this is the next unit. Let's see. Here's my next 6 paragraphs of extension of culture. So again, festivals, and this is like a social activity. This is food, so then I went with food. And then holidays, I guess. This was a bunch of different random cultural products, but they're all cultural products. And then here's my next. So this is actually food. So arroz con leche, chorizo, ham. See, now I'm trying to write less and less because I'm getting lazier. And then I think this may be our last. No, this may be the second to last. So again, I think this was architecture is what I did here. It's a different architectural things. And then this is the last. Oh, I think I remember. So the last 2 units, he made us turn in the notebook at the same time. So that's why these are back to back. And then so I did 12 paragraphs in one night. Split it on two pages. Okay, this video is already 6 minutes long. So here's the third section, the third subject. It's the vocabulary section. So pretty much every day as I came into class, I'd open up my third section, basically because Senor would teach us a new vocabulary. Like, we would be introduced to a new word, pretty much like in conversation, basically. So 14th of August, 18th of August, so it was every other day. So I'd put the words, and then I also used this section for like grammar discussion. So like if we were doing grammar, things like that, because we do a lot of, in that class you'll do a lot of like grammar activities, worksheets and things like that, you know, just to make sure your grammar is still strong. And so we'll like discuss that in our notebook. So you know, every day I went in and wrote down some words, and then at the end of it, so when you turn your notebook in, so this was the last day from the first unit, which was Desafíos Mundiales. So then I started the next section, La Ciencia y la Tecnología. Generally the words should be related to that unit, but it could be whatever words you really want it to. And then, so then here, in this case, after checking the notebook, he made a line, so that's us to show how much, so to show where I stopped. So then the next, you know, la identidad, so, you know, just make sure you have some things. So here's the next mark, that's where he checked. So our notebooks were due, I guess, after the 28th of January. Make sure you put some things. Like, this is like a very short one, but at least I had something, you know, just make sure you put something. This is like straight idioms and stuff. This isn't really vocab. This is an activity in a book. Oh, and there we are. That's the end. We're done. I hate this notebook.